Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Nerd Mom 72. My name is Sarah. Today we're talking about lupus and other autoimmune diseases and chronic illnesses. And I'm already having a morning. Just so you know, I already dumped my Ensure all over my lap. I just did a very quick wardrobe change. As promised, I was wearing my nerdy, dirty, and curvy sweatshirt, and I had to change. So, welcome to my camaraderie. Purdue. I was a Boilermaker. Yay. Um, yeah. So I had a very exciting morning. I sat in on a DJ channel this morning and he accepted my phone call and I got to promote my channel. How exciting was that? So exciting for me because who the hell am I? Nobody. Um, wow. I was so excited. I was so freaking excited. Oh, my chat is open. Chat is open if anybody wants to show up. So, yeah, that was so exciting for me. So, oh, wow. This is just getting better and better, better and better. I have over 60 followers. Guys, this is my third stream. My third stream. Just amazing. And I'm still fighting with this glare. I am still fighting with the glare. I know Heather said yesterday, well, not to worry about it. I'm gonna worry about it because I just I'm not cool with it. Um, I got stuff. I got stuff happening. I don't know what's going on with my screen. It's fine. It's fine. You know I'm new. The whole tech thing, not great at it. Oh, so I still have a little bit of my Ensure left. I didn't feel like eating this morning, so I have to do something. So I have to have an Ensure. Whole eating right, healthy, taking care of ourselves. We have to do something. So I need some vitamins and some minerals and some protein. This one is high in protein. So hence Ensure. Yay. It's better than nothing. When it's not in your lap. I can't believe I did that. Of course I can. I am so clumsy. I never used to be. I am now. It's fine. Not really. But when I say it's fine all the time, I get it from my daughter. She's her whole saying is I just work here. It's fine. That, that's her life right now. My daughter, she's 23. I get a random text every now that says I hate adulting. I think it's hilarious. It's like welcome to the real world, kid. Yeah. Welcome to life. That's too funny. It is an Ensure. Yeah. Bart, hey. Hi. This is me. This is what I look like. Ta-da. You're still awake. Wow. Thank you for staying up. I hope you didn't stay up just for me. Um, hi. I got new people in my chat. This is amazing. Hey. Yeah. They're good for you. I'm not awake. Oh, well, thank you for popping in. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for this morning. Really, that was amazing for me. It really was. That was my first time ever doing, like, a spot interview and a plug. It was, so awesome for me. So thanks. I hope we can do it again soon. Your channel is awesome. Great music, awesome music. That was a great way to start my day. It goes really good with coffee. I love the '80s. So we had the best music ever. I don't care what anybody else says. We had the best music. So, um, yeah, that was a good morning. I wanna start my mornings like that every morning, so you need to pick up on those streams. If I could be here every morning, so could everybody else. That's how I look at it. Oh, I still cannot believe I dumped that whole thing in my lap. You guys should see me. It was 3 minutes before the stream started, and I am. Yeah. I play, oh, thank you, Anna. Thank you for following. Thank you. Yeah, I play the piano and the guitar, and the violin. I don't like to play for people. This is my office/music room. Um, I have, severe arthritis. You can see how red my hands are. Um, so I don't play as well as I used to. So I just play for me and my 5-year-old granddaughter. We play together. Um, so I love the classics and, Billy Joel and Dan Fogelberg. I get that from my dad. So a lot of Beethoven, a lot of Bach, Mozart, and Dan Fogelberg and Billy Joel. It is what it is. So, I have a friend that also writes music, and I play for her. Um, yeah, but I love music. I love all the genres except for death metal. Not a fan of death metal, but other than that, yeah, I really love music. Um, I have a few favorites. I love musicians that are independent, that stick to, doing what they love. Yeah, I have this. Yeah, it does. It's a real different hobbies. I also do crochet. I have, like, 2 orders, and I had to tell people that I have to postpone because I just can't right now. My hands are so swollen and so red, and I just can't right now, and it just is what it is right now. And my people know that I have lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and they gonna have to be patient or take their business elsewhere. That's not just how it is. If they want my work, then they have to wait until I feel a little bit better and um, my meds kick in. I was, telling people yesterday that I'm starting a new medication, in a few weeks. I'm very, very excited about it. It's supposed to really help with inflammation. So I hate this glare, guys. It drives me insane. But if I don't have my glasses on, then I can't read the chat. So I'm gonna call the eye doctor about contacts again. Maybe we can figure something about. Um Oh, really? Oh, yeah, Boilermakers. Hey. I did online, because I was working all the time. Um, so I was working 70 hours a week and doing, full-time online college. Yeah, it was crazy, but I got my master's and I did what I had to do to get my promotion and then told I couldn't work anymore. So, hence I'm doing less because I am a public servant and I love to help people. So, um, I had to make concessions, but I'm not sad about it anymore. Um, I had to go to therapy for it. I was really, hard depression about when I couldn't work anymore, really bad. And then, my therapist told me I was grieving, um, the death of my career. It's a thing. I didn't know it was a thing. So, yeah, that was rough. That was really rough. How's my audio, guys? Does it sound okay? Because 'Cause I'm getting a bit of a echo, and I don't know why. Does it sound okay to you guys? And I'm sorry, my nose is a little, runny. Sorry. I have my tissue in my pocket. Does it really? Is it hmm, I don't know why. Really? Oh, no. I wonder why that is. Yesterday, it was perfect. I wonder if it's my Wi-Fi. Huh. Yesterday was absolutely perfect, and the day before that, I had no glare. I hate technology sometimes. I am just not a tech-savvy person. Man, I'm sorry, guys. I apologize. I don't know why it's doing that. I use Talk Studio from Streamlabs. I tried a couple others, but this one seemed to work the best for me because I don't need, like, the overlays and all that stuff. This works fine for me. This is my office. I'm real. That's what I tell everybody. I'm real. So I don't need all the stuff. But I'm also very new. As I was telling, Barty this morning, this is my 3rd real stream. I did, like, 2 practice streams last week that were, like, 20 minutes long. So this is my 3rd real stream. I am very, very new to this, very new. So I don't know much about this, and I don't really have a lot of people to ask. The people that I knew know that do this are new to this as well. Um, so if anybody has any ideas or, advice, please, I'm all ears. You can actually see my ears today because it's not hidden by curls. But no, if you have any advice, please let me know. Um, I hate to lose people because, my tech isn't right. Because like, right now, it's saying I have absolutely no viewers, so I have no idea what's going on. I hope I didn't lose everything. Is this thing still on? Oh, boy. Okay. Okay, just checking because just checking. Okay. Thanks, yeah. Like I said, I'm so new to this, um, and I feel what I do is important, so I wanna make sure that I'm reaching people. Okay, okay, that's good. Hods? Am I saying that right? I think everybody's different, it depends. Um, it really depends. Alright. Sorry, I gotta do this part on my phone. Let me see. Let me see. See, it says more on my phone. I can see myself on my phone. That's so just weird. This is all weird for me. All weird, but neat. Very neat. Okay, let me see. Huh, that's odd. I see the video pausing and the audio sounds a bit watered. Hmm, that's different. I don't understand that. I don't know, 'cause I could yeah, it looks as on my phone, it's doing the same thing. It's cutting in and out. I don't know. Maybe there's a delay? Huh, I don't know. I don't know. Yesterday, it was absolutely perfect for everybody, so well, thank you. That's good, as long as you can understand me. I was telling everybody yesterday, I tend to trip over my words sometimes. Um, if you were listening to my plug this morning, I had a stroke, about 8 years ago, and I still, um oh, Adam, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. That would really be amazing. My Discord is just, very simple. Very, very simple. Just Sarah Jones. That's it. Discord, Sarah Jones. And you guys all know my name is Sarah, so or mom. Everybody else on here just calls me mom or mama because 'cause I'm everybody's mom, which is fine. But as I was saying, I had a stroke, about 8 years ago, 8.5 years ago now, and, oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Go back. And, um, so my words I trip over my words a little bit, so it doesn't sound all that great sometimes, and, but I know what I mean to say. You might not, but I know what I mean to say, and I sometimes lose my words. And I tried really hard this morning on the plug not to do that. So, but I'll just stop talking, and I'll stare off into nowhere for a second because I I just completely lost my words, and I look like a space cadet. So, I apologize in, the beginning of every stream just in case that happens. The other thing I do in my stream is, give my, digital content creator a plug because she is amazing, and her name is Myra, and I love her. She is amazing, and that is, how you can reach her on Discord, and, she does a great job. She's very quick, she's very affordable, she's very personable, very friendly. Um, I get done on here at noon if you're available. I saw your request. I will hit it, when I get done. I mean, I'm in New York, so I'm on regular Eastern Standard Time. I have people on here that are from Africa, so the time difference is like 6 hours. Um, so you'll have to let me know, honestly, what time is good for you. So, yeah, quite a few changes from the stroke. Train of thought, memory loss is huge. So, oh, I hate it. You used to be a nurse? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I have to write everything down. I have notebooks for everything. I have, a huge notebook just for this. Okay, I can do that, Adam. But I have, like, a house notebook, for things my house is 148 years old, so I have a house notebook for things that need to be fixed around the house, and there's always something. I have a notebook for my animals for the vet. I have a notebook for, my health. If I have something going on, I have to write it down. So, for the doctors, I have a notebook that I keep in my purse. I have to write everything. I just have a notebook just for notes. If I think of something, boom. If I hear a song that I like, I have to write it down. I'll forget. It's crazy. I forget so much. I I missed the doctor's appointment yesterday because I forgot. Yeah, so I called. I'm like, "Oh my god, I am so sorry," and they're like, "It's fine." I think they're used to it, so they just rescheduled me. Um, yeah, I forget a lot of things, and then, the mouth thing, and then my hand just sometimes doesn't wanna work, and that's what happened this morning. I call it a clumsy hand. I just have a very clumsy hand sometimes. It just doesn't wanna work the right way. And you should have heard the words coming out of my mouth when I dumped that thing in my lap. I mean, right in my lap too. Um, I was not a happy camper. Yeah. You can tell I was in the Navy. I'll give you that. So, um, so you used to be a nurse, Adam. What do you do now? If you don't mind me asking. I have ADHD too. I have adult ADHD. I am a Navy vet. Yes. Yeah. Um, I used to have one notebook that had different, um, dividers in it, and then I would title the dividers for different things, um, depending on my needs, you know? But you have to or you're not gonna remember, especially with ADHD. Oh my god, you're not gonna remember. You're not gonna remember because squirrel. I'm telling you. Oh, really? Well, thank you for your service. Yeah. I was stationed in Fort Ben Harris for a while in Indianapolis, and it's a mixed base, and everybody was stationed there, so yeah. Um, Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, reserves, they were all there. I met so many people there, it was so cool. I was I don't wanna say I was stationed there, I was sent there to wait. Um, I was waiting there for orders, and then I was shipped overseas. Yeah. Half my company went and half didn't. I was in logistics. So I served from '90 to '94. I'm so showing my age right now. But I did tell you guys earlier, that I am 52. So I just try to hide it if I can. So, but yeah, ADHD is a real thing. Holy cow. When I was going to college as an adult student, wow, that was rough. That was really, really rough. Yeah. That's another topic that I talk about on this channel. It's hard. It is so hard because phew, the memory loss, the frustration, you get angry, and you have emotions that you didn't know you had before. It's crazy. Um, yeah, I have a lot of friends that didn't have ADHD in high school and now have ADHD, and it's hard. It's really hard. I struggled. I didn't know what was wrong with me until I got tested. I didn't I had no idea, and I have a son, my, youngest son, today's his birthday, he's 25. Happy birthday, Joseph. Not that he's watching because, he's 25 and living his own life. Um, but he has ADHD, and holy moly, he was bouncing off the walls when he was a kid. Just and he's one of those people that if he has the opposite effect when he takes medication. So, when he was a baby, um, he had allergies really bad, and we'd give him Benadryl, and it was supposed to make him sleepy. That kid was up all freaking night. Oh my god. I was in logistics in the Navy. Yeah. You needed it, I found it. Everybody loved me. They loved our company. Oh, yep, yep, yeah. I am opposite, if you can't tell. I have energy to burn, but I have a disease that also sucks my energy away. So I'll be energetic up until noon, and then it is like this big suck machine just came in and took away all my energy. It's gone, completely gone. Um, and it doesn't matter what I do. Hence, I try to do everything in the morning. A lot of my appointments, I do telemed if I can. Like tomorrow morning, I will be gone. I told everybody I will not be here. I might do it the afternoon. I doubt it because I have to have so many shots. I'm gonna be miserable. And it's so much blood work, and I have a clinical trial that's starting tomorrow. Um, and I don't know how I'm gonna feel after that. I'm gonna be drained, I'm sure, so I won't be here tomorrow. But mornings are usually good for me, unless I'm wickedly flaring. I have a bit of a flare going on right now with my lupus, so but I'm trying, and I tell, people here that I'm gonna still do this even when I don't feel good because I'm real, and I want you to see what it's like. Um, and I don't do this for sympathy, I do this because I'm real, and I want people to understand. So, I guess because I don't hide the pain, I don't hide, um, the feelings that come with it, the mental health issues, the depression that can come with it, the isolation, definitely the isolation. I isolated for, almost 2 years. I was borderline agoraphobic. I did not leave my house. Um, we can talk about all of this. I want people to ask questions. Oh, good for you, Adam. I just was catching up in the chat for, computer science. That is such a good place to be right now with, yeah, computer science, data analysis, absolutely. Um, I think, young people right now just have it made with tech right now. Holy crap. I can't keep up. I can't. I have no idea what I'm doing on here. Not a clue. So thank you for offering to help me because this is it. I have a camera, I have a microphone. That is it. That's all I know how to do. I hit go live. That's it. That's all I know how to do. So what you see is what you got. Um, just a mom that's a nerd sitting here talking about, chronic illnesses and autoimmune diseases and mental illness and what we can do to get through it. That's what I do, and some reason I have really big hair. Holy Jesus. It's crazy. So, I did figure out how to do, a mod ad. That's about it. So, um, I did do a stream last week. I didn't feel good, and I actually, just brought my laptop into bed with me and did it from there because I was being real. And I did say, there might be quite a few streams where I'm sitting in bed, with it because I have to do what I have to do, but I don't want people to show up and I'm not here because I made a promise. I made a promise to people that were gonna be here, and I made a promise to myself, and I think that's big. Don't give up on yourself. So, that's big for me. Um, I did a lot of research last night, and of course, you know me, because I fixed my printer all by my little self, I had to use it. I was impressed with that I fixed my printer. I installed a driver. Yay. So I remember, yesterday I told you guys I had Raynaud's and Sjogren's, and if I can find the paper, because I don't think I explained it very well. Um, yeah, if I can find it, I'll explain it to you. Okay, here we go. I kinda threw everything on the desk when I, I spilled my Ensure. I was so mad. 'Cause it went all over the floor, and I'm in a wheelchair, so I'm trying to clean it up and not fall out of my wheelchair because 'cause I'm here by myself. And, excuse me, and I haven't taught my dog how to clean up messes yet, he's sleeping on my bed right now. I went in there and checked, I'm like, "Oh, you're on the bed. Great. Is that where you're supposed to be?" "No," but it is what it is. So, when you have other diseases with lupus, it's called an overlap disease. So, I have many overlapping diseases, um, and this is one of them. So it's called Raynaud's. So the most common overlapping diseases with lupus is Raynaud's, Sjogren's, and rheumatoid arthritis, and antiphospholipid syndrome, which is another disease that I have. So Raynaud's syndrome causes blood vessels in certain parts of your body to tighten. When this happens, less blood gets to those areas. About 1 in 3 people with lupus have Raynaud's syndrome. Okay. You have Raynaud's too? Don't you hate it? Do you hate it? I hate it. You walk around with blue fingertips and you're like, "Oh, yeah." Well, welcome to the channel, Adam, right? This is where you belong then. This is where you belong. So then you know about Raynaud's. Yeah, it's not fun. My toes, my poor toes. I tell you, my toes look like alien toes already, but now, oh, I tell you. So, but did you know that it also affects your ears and your nose and your lips? I wear lipstick because if I don't, my lips are blue all the time. They're blue all the time, and people think I don't get enough oxygen. No, I get enough oxygen, I just have Raynaud's syndrome. And it's hard to explain. Yeah, my lips don't get enough blood. It's crazy. So, yeah, it's just oh, yeah, and you can't feel your toes, hence the wham this morning when I hit my foot on the desk because I can't feel my damn toes. Oh my god. And so I'm in a wheelchair. "You're a nurse." "Oh, this is awesome." It's a jelly condition. It is. I also have complex regional pain syndrome, uh, and that's a pain, literally, it's a pain when you have that and Raynaud's because it both affects your extremities, and I have complex regional in my left foot, because I broke my leg and crushed well, not crushed, I destroyed my ankle, last year, and I have, dystrophy now. My foot is literally turning into a C, and I can't walk anymore, so I'm in the wheelchair now. I can walk, like, on the very edge ball outer edge of my foot, and it's just this horrible, painful callus now. Um, so I walk with PT, and it's just so painful. I ordered some special pads. They're supposed to be here, this weekend. Hopefully that helps a little bit, but, I live with my husband. He just works a lot. I remarried, but the kids are grown and gone. We're empty nesters. We don't have kids together, but, yeah, he's a great guy. Um, like I said, when I talk about caretakers, I believe I have one of the best caretakers in the world. Before Tom, I had a live-in fiancé for a while. I thought we were gonna be okay, and, I ended up with pancreatitis, and I was in the hospital for quite a while, and he stopped coming to see me, and I was so sick that I couldn't address it at the time. I was just really, really sick, and when I got home, there was a note on the counter that said, "I did not sign up for this." I was like, "Wow, when you asked me to marry you, you kinda did, but okay, we'll let you go because you're not worth it." I know he's not watching because, mm, he's not a tech guy. So, that was kinda heartbreaking, but you have to let those people go if they can't support you. Yeah, wow, right? Yeah, wow. I didn't sign up for this. What? Oh my god. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, people suck. Some people just suck. Yeah. You can live in my house and, drive my Cadillac, but you can't help take care of me when I'm sick? Okay. Alright. Took my Mustang too. Oh, I'm so mad. It's alright. You can have it. I have a better life without him. It's fine. I don't hold any grudges. I don't wish him ill will, you know? It's fine. I'm better off. My kids are better off. Everybody's better off. That's how I look at it. We're doing great without him. It's fine. Um, Adam, this is great that you have it's not great that you have Raynaud's, but it's great that you know what I'm talking about. So, um, so you know about everything turning blue, and you walk around with blue ears and blue lips, and, you know, your nose is red, and it's just crazy. Yeah. So, and then here's my thing with Raynaud's is the tingling in your hands, in your fingertips, in your feet, because you always wonder if something else is wrong, and it's so hard, and you feel like you're making unnecessary trips to the doctor, especially when your insurance isn't that great and you're paying all these copays. Um, but you just have to stay on top of things. It's I understand. Um, and the cold triggers Raynaud's. Like Adam says, it's a chilly condition. And I live in upstate New York. The weather has been insane. Like, it was 50 degrees yesterday. It's supposed to be in the teens on Friday. Why? What is going on? It's supposed to be as cold Friday as it was the coldest day last year. Adam, I do not use the VA, and I have my reasons. I had some bad experiences. I honestly just think it's the Syracuse VA. I really do. Um, it yeah. but I have wonderful doctors. Um, I go through, Syracuse University, upstate hospital. It's a teaching hospital. I love it. They treat me well. Um, they're the ones, that are the head of the clinical trial that I start tomorrow. Um, I love it there. They listen to me, they talk to me, and that's a big thing. They don't talk at me, they talk to me, and I think that is huge, especially when you have an ongoing issue. They don't make you feel like you're crazy, because sometimes you feel like you're crazy because you don't know what's going on with your body. And so they made me feel really at ease, um, like I wasn't bothering them, um, and I r I like them a lot. Um, yeah, and I don't have to fight with my insurance with them, which is nice. So no, I don't use the VA. Um, I'm not saying don't use the VA, but I just don't use the VA. That's all. The other overlapping disease is Sjogren's, and I have Sjogren's. Adam, do you know what Sjogren's is? I'm sure you know what Sjogren's is. It's a real pain in the ass. That's what it is. Um, I I hate it. I have handy dandy eye drops right here. Sjogren's is when your eyes and your nose and your mouth dry out, and the female parts. Not fun. Um, I use mouth drops, eye drops, um, ductal plugs in my eye ducts, tear ducts. I can't wear tear duct plugs anymore because my ducts are so scarred. I have to have cataract surgery. Lupus is never just lupus. I don't care what house MD says. Sometimes it is lupus. The running joke on the house, it's never lupus. It was lupus one time. This thing gets in my way. I never have it this close to me. I think the cats were up here messing around, honestly. I know they were because I heard something hit the floor earlier, and then I saw one of their balls over here that they were playing with. So, um, yeah, it's never just lupus. You never have just lupus. There's almost always an overlapping disease. Um, the other one that's common, well, not very common, but you see it with lupus, is antiphospholipid lipid syndrome, and that's a blood disorder, and it's a clotting issue. Um, I had 2 PEs and a TIA. I had no idea what was going on. I was walking it was my birthday. I was walking down the stairs, we were having a family party out at my mom's. I was halfway down 13 stairs and I passed out, broke my chin. There was a nice scar right there, and, I woke up in the hospital. I was on, a breathing tube. I was intubated. No idea what was going on. Um, it was crazy. Everybody was there. My kids, my both set of parents. My parents have been divorced since I was 18. Um, I I was so scared, so scared. And then after they did testing, they found out that I had antiphospholipid syndrome. And since then, I have been on blood thinners. Um, they started me on Coumadin, and Coumadin did not work for me. Did not get my numbers where they needed to be. Ugh, it was horrible. Then I was on Lovenox. Adam probably knows what Lovenox is. It is an injection that you have to do twice a day into your stomach, um, as a blood thinner. I was on that for 6 years, and my stomach looked like a battlefield. It was just black and blue and green and horrible all the time. I was skinny then. Uh, they're horrible, right? I know, and I 6 years, twice a day, twice a day, and they're not insulin needles, they're not small needles, not small needles. Yeah, yeah, you pinch it and it was not fun at all for me either. Mm-mm. Then I finally was able to get on Xarelto, finally able to get on Xarelto, and I've been on that for years, and I'll be on that and maybe till they come up with something better the rest of my life because apparently, according to my last, uh, round of blood work, my blood still isn't doing what it's supposed to be doing. So and I have to get that fixed, before my next round of surgery. Um, I have some testing coming up, the 1st week of January before I go to HSS in Manhattan. Wow, that's gonna be, ooh, crazy. Um, so HSS is the Hospital for Specialty Surgery in Manhattan. Actually, they have a few locations, but they're all around the city, New York City. Okay, I will talk to you later, Adam. It was so nice to meet you. I hope I see you again on here. It's nice to talk to people that know what I'm talking about. Um, okay, I will do that. I will do that. It was very nice meeting you. Thank you so much. This is their mom. Thank you so much. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Thank you. What a nice person. That's awesome. Um, so yeah, I have to have a round of surgeries. That's crazy. Yeah. Some more joint replacements coming up. Telling you, this disease does a number on you. And everybody's different, like I said before. Some people, have a very mild case and, you know, very few symptoms. Some people just only have a rash, you know, and some people like me have full joint and organ involvement. Um, I said, yesterday I went through a kidney crisis. I I check my eyes every morning, and my eyes, are looking very yellow this morning. So I have to be very careful. I have to drink a lot of water. I'm on my 2nd bottle already. I've been up since 4, so I'm on my 2nd bottle of water. I have to drink a lot of water. I have to. Even though I have bladder issues, I still have to drink it doesn't matter. I have to drink a lot of water, okay? So, I was talking to another streamer, um, I don't know what another creator, content creator, channel creator. Um, Apparently you can get water break emoji, emotes, something. I need that. I need something that says, "Okay, you need water break. Take a water break." My hand hurts. So I need that because I'll forget because I have ADHD. I'll forget. That's crazy. I know, I'm something. Um, so yeah, I need to do something about that other than putting the water bottle right in my face, and I need to finish my breakfast. Oh, I'm so mad. I wanted you guys to see my sweatshirt. So next week, I can't get laundry done till this weekend. My dryer is not working right. There's always something in this house, always something. So that, family of squirrels that was in the window came back yesterday after I was done streaming. I was doing some editing and, looking at stuff. Yeah, scared the crap out of me again. Why, I don't know, because I should just be expecting them. But my cat, Lucifer, was over in the kitchen here, and he heard them, and he's like, "Wah!" And I'm like, "Wait, you're not jumping up here on my desk to get up to the window." He usually jumps over here. I have a little file cabinet over here. He was like, "Oh." Like, "What are you gonna do?" He did. He jumped right up there, though. Scared the crap out of that squirrel. It was so funny. Ah, so, yeah, sorry. Squirrel, literally ADHD just went, "Pew." I can't help it sometimes. Oh, I think of stuff and then I'm just off to the races on another tangent about something else. It's crazy. Um, one thing I did learn about, with Sjogren's because you get these little sores in your mouth, and sometimes you don't know they're there because they're so tiny, and you don't know they're there until you eat something with just a little bit of spice or even just some pepper on it, and you're like, "Oh, what was that?" And then you're like, "Milk. I need milk. I need milk." Until I found out I was lactose intolerant. Yeah. So, you have to stay away from this is the list is funny. Stay away from alcohol. You got a better chance of seeing God. Spicy or acidic foods and drinks, hard crunchy foods, tartar control toothpaste, and teeth whitening products. No. Yeah? No. I have a thing about teeth. I like good teeth. That's me. Um, so I am a part of a few different other support groups. These are huge support groups, okay? Like nationwide support groups. So, the Lupus Foundation of America, which is where I get a lot of my information, and, my lupus team, which is another nationwide support group. And, just so you know, if you need or want to look up, your own information, those are really 2 good resources, besides the book. The book, which we have gone over. The book. This thing. Oh, oh, the Lupus Encyclopedia, 2nd edition. This thing. Written by Donald E. Thomas Jr., MD, FACP, FACR, who is in a private practice at Arthritis and Pain Associates at Prince George's County, Maryland. But remember I said he's an associate professor at the Uniformed Services University and teaches rheumatology at Walter Reed. So I was really impressed with that. Okay. And he's also on the chair of board of directors at the Sjogren's Foundation. Hence, I got this book because that was impressive to me. And that means he knows shit. So, yeah, I liked that a lot. Um, so I really liked the other day when I was asked what lupus was. And I hope that, and I gave my explanation kind of off the cuff. So I went and did a little bit more research and put together a few different explanations. So I just took information and put it together how I thought sounded um, not too technical, more layman's terms. I paraphrased the heck out of it. Is kind of what I'm saying. So, um, the exact cause of lupus is still unknown. Okay, but scientists have confirmed that it is an autoimmune disease, which we know. The damage in lupus is caused by the body's immune system attacking its own tissues, but they haven't solved why. Why it begins. Why? What triggers the genome, the DNA, the RNA, whatever it is that boom, we're gonna start now. What makes that dormant come alive? They don't know what triggers it. They don't know. So the risk factors, they have identified many of them, not all of them. Don't know if they ever sorry, Claire. I don't know, guys. I don't know. And I'm trying not to say y'all because I did that whole I have many accents in my mouth because, from Georgia, lived in Texas, and then moved up here and lived in Indiana and Michigan. Yeah. So accents. Sorry. So, scientists believe it's most likely caused by a combination of hereditary, hormonal, and environmental factors. Environmental, I don't understand, but I'm gonna get to it because I've put it in here. So, um, scientists have identified many risk factors for lupus and continue to study them, but haven't pinpointed any cause of this condition, which is frustrating, right? You can't fix it if you don't know what's broke. So it's important to note that while science is good at finding correlations and apparent relationships, correlations but does not prove the factor causes of the disease. Okay. So although the cause of lupus is unknown, certain factors may increase a person's risk of developing the disease. The sex and gender. Women are far more likely than men to get lupus. Okay. According to the Center of Disease Control, and I did steal this little quote, the Lupus Foundation of America notes that 90% of people with lupus are women. Okay. We talked about this the other day. Most people are diagnosed with lupus between the ages of 15 and 45. I was 28 when I was diagnosed. Um, Race and ethnicity. According to the Lupus Foundation of America, lupus is 2 to 3 times more prevalent among African American, Hispanic Latina, Asian American, Native American, Alaska Native, Native Hawaiian, and other Pacific Islander women than among white women. I am white Caucasian, Irish as can be. Irish, like in English, Irish in English. Family history. People with relatives living with lupus are more likely to develop the disease themselves. Am I highlighting that? Yeah. Why am I highlighting that? Well, let me tell you why. My grandmother had lupus. My aunt has lupus. My grandmother on my mother's side, my grandmother on my father's side had rheumatoid arthritis. I have 2 daughters that have lupus. My oldest daughter and my youngest daughter, and it's my oldest child and my youngest child. It goes girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. Well, I have a trans child, so now it's girl, boy, 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 girl. Yes. Um, so my oldest and my youngest are um, positive for lupus, tested, being treated for. I hate it for them. Yes, I felt guilty, but I can't because it's not my fault. It's not their fault. It's really nobody's fault. Um, we got shitty genes. That's what I sorry for the shitty genes, guys. Sorry. It just is. So hereditary factors. I trip over my words, guys. Sorry. I wish I did it with more flair and maybe rolled my R's, but I don't. So I apologize. Um, Scientists have identified more than 100 genetic variants involved in the body's immune response that are more prevalent in people living with lupus. That's a mouthful, I know. Still, more research is needed to understand how inherited genes can make a person more susceptible to the condition. While many genes contribute to a person's risk of developing lupus, the condition is not typically inherited in a straightforward genetic pattern. Lupus is a complex disease influenced by multiple genes. Some of these have been identified to increase the response of environmental factors like exposure to sunlight. I cannot be in the sun. Um, when I was young, high school up until my mid 20s, I was in the sun all the time, all the time. I, I fished a lot. I played sports. I played softball. I played soccer. I was a hunter. I was a trapper. I was outside all the time, and I laid out in the sun. Um, when I was in the Navy, when were we inside? Hardly ever. Um, we stored a lot of stuff outside because we could, because we had to. There wasn't a lot of room. I was outside a lot. Um, and then, um, after I started having kids, I was outside, and then with my work, I was outside. A lot of my patrols, were outside, except for when I worked at the hospital. I also worked at Upstate, before I was a patient at Upstate. I worked on the psych ward, so I was inside for that. Um, and then, when I was working for HBO, I was outside. Um, so I was outside a lot, and, it's marched on my face. It's marched in the crows all across my eyeballs, like, all the wrinkles. Anyway, so, yeah, being in the sun, is a huge risk factor. Um, so it says, "Study shows that relatives of people with lupus have a higher chance of developing the disease themselves." So, um, they weren't gonna test my aunt for lupus, until she told them that her niece has lupus, me, and, then they tested her, and she tested positive. And she kinda smirked at him like, "Told you." She's from Georgia, so told you, you know, and, so yeah, um, it's hereditary. It's in the genes. It's in the genes. I thought I was the first one in my family to have it. Nope, didn't know. Wasn't talked about. Had no idea. Mm, um, suffered in silence, was my grandmother until you could see, because she had lupus and rheumatoid. You can see it in her hands, her knuckles started getting bad, stuff like that. And she stopped, crocheting and started knitting more. Knitting's a little bit easier than crocheting sometimes. I do intricate design. My daughter, my oldest daughter, she's so talented. She tats. If, anybody in here knows what tatting is, it's making Irish lace by tying knots. She is so talented. I wish I had half of her talent. Um, so yeah, and that's really hard to do when your fingers don't wanna work right or you don't bend correctly. So, um, a person's I wanna get back to this because I never get through anything because I go off on my little tangents because, ADHD and squirrel. So, here's another thing I'm learning right along with you guys. So, here's another thing I didn't know. A person's racial and ethnic background may affect how they experience lupus symptoms. I didn't know this. According to research in rheumatology, Black, East Asian, South Asian, and Hispanic individuals with SLE are more likely to develop symptoms at a younger age. Did not know that. Um, Compared to white people, they are also more likely to have a more severe disease course, including a greater number of manifestations, such as involvement of multiple organs like kidney, heart, and skin, and more rapid damage accumulation. I didn't know that. I don't know if it's because, um I really don't know. I don't wanna make any guesses. I don't know. Um, so the hormonal factors I wanna get into, just because I'm female and holy hormones, holy hormones. I'm also 52. Holy hormones. So women are 9 times, and they highlighted it. I didn't. It was already highlighted. I just copied the highlight part 'cause I was like, "Huh, they did it. I didn't." So women are 9 times more likely than men to develop lupus, according to the National Resource Center on Lupus. Yeah, I'm gonna highlight National Resource Center on Lupus. Another good resource for everybody, okay? The risk for SLE is highest among women of childbearing age, 15 and 44. Hell has kids at 44. Why? According to the Center of Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. In general, 80% of a modern autoimmune disease occurs in females. Did you know that? Whip it out. Like, okay. According to Nature Reviews Immunology, women's immune systems are similar to men's, but generally respond more strongly to infections, according to Clinic Barcelona. This helps protect women from infections, but also makes them more prone to developing autoimmune disorders. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. We need to know this stuff. How are we gonna know if we don't do research and find out? We need to know this stuff. How are we gonna take care of ourselves if we don't know? This is tough. I mean, we need to be informed. This is why I'm here. I need to inform you and inform myself while I'm at it, right? So, hormones like estrogen may influence the risk of developing lupus. According to the Lupus Foundation of America, females produce estrogen at higher levels than males. Some people experience SLE flares during menstruation and pregnancy when hormone levels are higher, though research on this is mixed. The, de- the decrease in lupus activity after menopause suggests that hormones play a role in the disease. Well, that ain't true with me because I don't have a decrease in lupus activity. So, environmental factors. Researchers have identified many environmental triggers linked to the development of lupus. So, they're not listing them though. I would like to know what they are. Okay, we're gonna have to do research on that one. That means a different color. Don't make fun of me and my highlighter. It just means more research needs to be done on that. Okay, got it. Viral infection. Because they're so important. This is how we found out my one child had lupus. We thought she had mono forever. Like it was not going away. It wasn't mono. It was lupus. Yeah. So several studies have found an association between Epstein-Barr virus, the EBV infections, such as mononucleosis, and an increased risk of developing lupus. Researchers suggest that EBV may trigger autoantibody production, leading to inflammation. A 2017 study in the Asian Pacific Journal of Cancer Prevention found that more than two-thirds of people with SLE also had EBV. Well, that's important. That is important. That makes sense for my daughter. Yeah, because she did have mono, but she also had lupus. Had her mono lasted for she missed so much school, so much school. We had to have a tutor. Oh, it was rough. Other viruses can pave the way for developing lupus by causing genetic changes in some people. These viruses include herpes zoster, responsible for chickenpox and shingles. Oh, and cytomegalovirus. Mm, cytomegalovirus. Adam left. What to ask? I'll look it up. Let's see if there's a regular word for this. Um, but yeah, shingles. Oh, shingles. Oh, um, I've had shingles 3 times. Ugh. So I worked a lot of part-time jobs because I was raising 5 kids. on my own, and, one of them I used to, cook part-time at a restaurant, a family restaurant here in the village, and it was a huge, flat top grill, and, I had shingles on my forearms, and I cook it on a grill, and oh my god, it was the worst. It was horrible, horrible. Oh, it was it was bad. I ended up having to take off work because it was horrible. Um, so that's actually one of the vaccines I'm getting, tomorrow is, the shingles vaccine. Yeah. My phone was ringing, so I couldn't I don't know who that person was. It's okay. Um, I'm gonna look up what this is. Cytomegalovirus. Oh, it came right up. Common herpes virus that infects people of all ages, spreading through direct contact with virus. Infectious bodily fluids. While not highly contagious, it's prevalent in the US, affecting about a third of children by age 5 and over half adults by age 40. Most people don't experience symptoms or illness, and the virus remains dormant in the body for life. Okay. Apparently, you don't even know you have it unless you're tested for it. Um, huh, interesting. Okay. Certain medications have been associated with, DIL, drug-induced lupus, a form of the condition caused by specific prescription medications, and we talked about this because, um, a lot of the medications that cause DIL, or drug-induced lupus, are the medication used for rheumatoid arthritis and high blood pressure. Yeah. But as soon as you stop taking the medication, the lupus goes away within 2 weeks or so. Very odd. Um, so yeah, and, another medication is, isoniazid, and that's used to treat tuberculosis. Um, so yeah, um, hydralazine, which is a blood pressure medication, and the other ones were like Humira and, let's see if they'll list it. No, they don't, but it was Humira and a few other ones. Um, Procainamide, which is for irregular heartbeats, so if you have, like, arrhythmia, and then TNF, the tumor necrosis factor, and alpha inhibitors, like, okay, yeah. It's supposed to treat other autoimmune diseases, so it's weird. Um, and then, minocycline, which is used to treat acne, can cause lupus. Crazy. And quinidine, which is also used to treat irregular heartbeats. So weird. Um, but like I said, if you stop taking the medication, the DIL goes away, within like 2 weeks. But don't just stop taking the medication. Of course, get your doctor's, recommendation to stop taking the medication. Don't be your own doctor. That doesn't work. Trust me, it doesn't work. Um, exposure to ultraviolet light, sunlight, fluorescent lights, and tanning beds. I was a bad, bad girl before I had lupus. Yeah, tanning beds were the thing, in the '80s. So, but it's known to trigger lupus and lupus flare-ups. Scientists theorize that ultraviolet light can trigger an inflammatory response. Exposure to higher ultraviolet light is associated, sorry, with higher risks of developing SLE. Certain antibiotics increase photosensitivity. Yes, they do, and may increase the risk of developing lupus as well. Didn't know that. And it makes me wonder if you already have lupus and you're on these things that create a greater risk for getting lupus, what does that mean? And that's a question I have, for the doctor. And I can't remember if I put it in my other notebook, and this is my notes notebook. I have Thin Lizzy songs written on here because I heard them this morning on Barty's channel. So they're still in my notebooks. I'm like, yes, Thin Lizzy, I love Thin Lizzy. Um, so I have to write this down. If you already have lupus and exposed to, let's just say risk factors. If you already have lupus and you are exposed to higher risk factors, what does that mean for your lupus? And remember when I talked about how we call it my lupus? Because it's your disease, and every disease is unique to you. Okay, that's what that means. It just means that it's yours because it's an individual disease. It's not a cookie cutter disease. Okay, that's what I mean by that. Um, what does that mean for your lupus? Okay, all right. It hurts to write sometimes. I have dragon, and I love dragon. I got to figure out how to. I need what I need to do. I used to have this set up when I was in school, and I was working from home doing my PI work. Um, I had 4 computers in here. So, um, I had, 2 here and then 2 laptops over here, and it was crazy, but it worked so well for me because I was going to school, working as a PI, and, um, a state officer at the same time, and I was an armed, security officer in New York State. That's an insane job to have because it's a state job most of the time. Mine was a state job, and so I was so busy. But to stay on top of everything, I had to have 4 computers because, yeah, I had to keep everything separate, and the state had control of one of my computers, for a while, and then, the other company that I worked for had control of one of my computers, um, until I, stopped working for them. So, yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. So, the other thing I really need to touch on is stress. Stress. Talk about 4 computers and working crazy and going to school full time. Stress. Yeah, that's what happened to me, guys. The stress happened. Overwhelming me amount of stress happened and my body crashed. Yeah. Um, March 3 years ago. Crashed. My kidneys crashed. Yep. Went in a shutdown mode. I was not taking care of myself at all. So, yeah, need to work on that. You are important. Even if you don't feel important to yourself, you're important, okay? And you need to work on, how you feel about yourself. Mental health is important, okay? So stress, experiencing a traumatic injury. Yeah, that was me last year. Hence, I'm here doing this with you guys. Giving birth. Yeah, losing a loved one. Yep, getting divorced, undergoing surgery. These are all very stress-inducing occurrences that happen in our lives. Um, Sometimes we just have daily stress, and it's hard, our work schedules, our social schedules. I had to get rid of my social schedule because I couldn't anymore. I just couldn't. It's too hard. And if people didn't understand, that's on them. It's not on me. Um, it was just too hard. I don't go out. I can't go out. No. Tom and I don't go out. Um, even when we were dating, we didn't go out. We met, for dinner. That was about as late as we went out. We did, Netflix and chill a lot. Netflix and chill because and he understood. I told him from the get-go, "Here's something important. You have to be honest. You have to be honest and open with people if you want them to understand what you're going through." And I was afraid at first, just because I had that experience when I was told, "I didn't sign up for this." So, um, yeah, you have to be honest with people, and, I was very honest at the beginning of this relationship, very, very honest that, I was very sick. This was 13 years ago. I was very sick, um, but I was also working, um, the kids. I didn't have a lot of time. If he wanted to try to be in my life, he would have to understand, um, and he would have to make concessions in order to be in my life. And he is such a good man that he did so. And he has turned out to be the best caretaker in the world. And I am so lucky, and I'm so glad that he stuck with it. And I gave up on him. I did. Oh my god, in the beginning, I was like, "No, I don't wanna do this." And I did it because I thought he deserved better. I did it for him. I thought I was doing it for him, and oh, man, he got mad at me. Oh, yeah, I'll never forget it. Well, I might, but that sounded bad. But I remember it now. I still remember it. I said, "No, I don't wanna see you anymore." And I didn't tell him why, but I in my heart, it was because I thought it was better for him. Don't get wrapped up with me. It's not gonna end well. You're gonna go through hardships and pain, and you're gonna have to take care of me. And sometimes taking care of me is not fun, it's not easy, and it's painful. So, um, yeah, he got angry, and he called me, and he's like, "I'm getting a pizza. I'm bringing it over for the kids, and you and I are gonna talk." It wasn't, "Hey, is it okay if I do this?" It was, "I'm coming over, I'm bringing a pizza, and you and I are going to talk." I was like, "Oh, he's being assertive. Okay, we're gonna do this." And, we did. We talked for hours, and I cried, and I cried, and I cried, and I broke down, and I told him how I was feeling, and let me tell you, this man gives the best hugs, and he just gave me this hug, and he said, "I will be here for you," and he has been ever since. Oh, man, he is my rock. I've been so lucky, so lucky. I forgot. I got wrapped up, um, feeling sorry for myself. Yeah, I did. My mental health just went it did a couple years back. It really did. That's why I'm here. It really is. This isn't just for you guys, it's for me too. Uh, so, yeah, no, I tanked, completely tanked. Like I said, I was agoraphobic. I didn't leave my house. I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't wanna see anybody except for Tom. He was the only one I saw. Not even my kids. Not even my kids, y'all. Not even my kids. I was just oh, it was dark. It was very, very dark. And you know what happened? I broke my leg, and I didn't have a choice. I had to see people. But it brought me out of my darkness, believe it or not. Breaking my leg and shattering my ankle and my foot brought me out of the dark. It's crazy, I know, but it did. I know, it's crazy. Um, I was I was grieving. I was grieving, the death of my career, and I took it too far. I took it too far. I think because I invested so much time into college, um, and I sacrificed so much to go to college, time with my kids, time with my husband, um, and I I worked so hard, to have a 4.0. A lot of it has to do I also have OCD, and part of my OCD is doing my very best, um, but I have to learn to just do the best that I can, not always being the best, just doing the best that I can. Concessions, guys. Sometimes we just have to make concessions and compromises and just do the best that we can. You know, yesterday we talked about just getting through the day. If you made it to the end of the day, congratulations, you did it. You did it. And that's huge. It's huge. It is. Might not feel like it sometimes, but it is. Coffee today. I know, not tea, coffee. Still hot. Oh, Tom bought sugar-free creamer. Oh, I don't think I can do it. Oh, I don't think I can do it, guys. That's just that's yucky. That's yucky. No, I don't think I can do that. Mm, that doesn't taste very good. How does he stand that? Oh, I don't know if I'm ever gonna lose weight. Mm. You know, I said yesterday that this camera is 40 pounds, okay? Oh, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding. Oh, I hope my camera and everything is working right, because it literally says nobody is watching this. So, I don't know. Um, I think I'm gonna cut it at an hour and a half. Um, I have stuff I have to work on, so I don't know what's going on with this. Hmm, I don't know. See, this I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I'll figure it out. I'm gonna get a hold of Adam, and, I can't believe he has Raynaud's. I think that's awesome. Not awesome for him, but just awesome that somebody knows what I'm talking about. I think it's great. I'm sorry about my nose, guys. It's just it runs a little bit, um, especially when it's a little chilly in here. I told you this is the room that doesn't get a lot of heat, and we have the old radiator heat, so it just is what it is. But I'm gonna take off. Um, I don't know about tomorrow. Maybe, maybe. I don't know. And I'll be at my mom's on Friday. So, but I'll be here Saturday, hopefully. If not, definitely Monday, and I will let you know how tomorrow goes. Yay, blood work, shots, all that stuff. Very exciting. So, you guys have a great day. Enjoy your day. Make the best of it, please. I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna go kick the dog off my bed. He knows better, but he's like, "Mom's not watching me, so I can do whatever I want." He's like a teenager. So, but alright, guys. You take care. I will see you again soon. Bye.